Hi viewers, welcome. Thank you for finding my channel. This is Jamila del Toro Tarot. I do astrology and tarot, letting the events of the zodiac guide my readings. Not all messages resonate for every person, so leave what doesn't resonate now, but keep it in mind because it might make sense at a later time. You're all at different points in your timelines. Hi, collective. I hope I find everyone well. Thank you for returning. And hello, if you're new, we're just going to do a nice, straightforward collective reading today. No astrology. I know Mercury went direct. Thank goodness for everybody. Happy birthday, Taurus. And what else happened? Comet flew through Aries, I believe, right past Jupiter conjunct Uranus. So that was exciting. And a supernova went off in the, I can't remember now what constellation it was. Shoot. I apologize. I'm a huge space nerd and I love to keep up on what's going on in the sky and the constellations and stuff. Also, I am Uh, it's hard to describe, but I am being drawn more to sidereal astrology than tropical. So I may be making adjustments in the zodiac readings, but I will put that in the description if it's sidereal sign or tropical. The difference being sidereal goes along with what's actually happening in the sky. Tropical goes along with what's happening from on Earth. They're disconnected somehow. Tropical doesn't account for precession, which is the Earth's wobble. Right now, even though we're in Taurus, I believe the sun is actually still in Aries for about a week. So that kind of messes with the astrology in my mind a little bit because I go by what energy and vibration is actually coming from nature. And if the sun is still in Aries, but from, the Earth standpoint, in tropical astrology, it's in Taurus now, that can be an incomplete reading for someone who's looking for guidance on their zodiac energy. So I am going to make the transition, but I will be still incorporating both, and I will put that in the description. Um, so yeah, today we're just going to do a straightforward collective reading now that Mercury's gone direct and Taurus has switched over. I laid out the First Light Tarot, which is my cosmic energy deck. It's all pictures from the Hubble Space Telescope. And to me, this gives a more cosmic, higher vibration, what's coming down from the divine, and what kind of things in that 5D energy are at play. Now, these are energies that we don't necessarily control, but we are still in the flow of, so we need to know what they're doing. So you dropped some really interesting cards, collective. We first dropped obstacles. So there's obviously something that we feel is in our way, or is a hindrance, or is impeding our progress in some way. The next card you dropped was the High Priestess, which is perception. And I feel like the collective is trying to really look underneath um, what's look underneath what you see on the surface of something in order to understand what those obstacles, why they're there, and how you can work around them. This High Priestess energy is Pisces energy. It is great observation and mental processes, but you're not saying anything. All that information is still being kept inside. It says perception, purpose in all things, hidden powers, reflection of ideas, and knowledge. So somebody in the collective is going, it's really relying on your own inner voice, right now. The next card you dropped was Temperance, which is balance, miracles, combinations and environment. This is Sagittarius energy. Sagittarius is fire energy, so this is alchemy. This is taking ingredients from places and mixing it together for a solution. Um, but since this is, very 5D energy, I think this is things being set in motion by the divine. Next, you drop the Hermit, which is Virgo energy. Truth, facts, wisdom, and a guide. The next one you dropped was a non-tarot card. It was a placement for discussing why is this happening. Oh, I should put that underneath obstacles. Why is this happening? And then the last card you dropped was the Star. Aquarius energy, potential, success, happy endings, dormant opportunity, and wishes now possible. Now, again, we find that all the tarot that dropped are major arcana, which again reiterates the idea that this layer is things out of our control. The major arcana is energy that we do not control. That's the universe's energy. So, again, all these cards, major arcana. And then we had obstacles and why is this happening? I don't off the bat get the feeling that this is negative yet. I mean, there can be obstacles in progressing things that are positive too. And just because there are obstacles doesn't mean that you're on the wrong path or you're doing it wrong or, you're not supposed to be doing it. No, there's going to be all kinds of hindrances no matter what path you choose. So don't automatically get discouraged because there's obstacles in your way for this new opportunity or I heard current situations also. Just because there's obstacles in these current situations or whatever your plans are doesn't mean you're not doing the right thing, okay? Potential dormant opportunities, yeah. We're going to go next to the fairies. Now, fairies is bringing the energy down one vibration, whereas this is all very 5D energy from, source. Now we're bringing it down to the 4D, which is where the fairies reside. One vibration lower than the divine, but one vibration higher than us. So, everything's shuffled. I'm just going to wake them up a little. I shuffle off camera usually because it's really loud. But fairies, can you clarify what are these obstacles for the collective? I got Pisces, Sagittarius, Virgo, and Aquarius. Now, there's a lot going on in Pisces right now. But they're all the same from last week. So when I was doing the zodiac readings last week, you can even go back 1 to 2 weeks to the Pisces reading and see what's all happening in Pisces, because for some reason everything in it right now is all the slow movers. So in the collective there is slow progressing of ideas in the area of psychic awareness, meditation, intuition, connecting back to source, dreams, things like that. It's a very spiritually, I heard spiritually opening. I don't know if I can think of anything better to describe it. A time of spiritual opening. There we go. Yeah, Pisces is really busy. And Aries is pretty busy too, depending. Sagittarius and Virgo. Virgo right now has Lilith in it. And that is parts of the collective that are struggling with their identity, with their sacred feminine aspects. Okay, Lilith is the parts of the feminine that have been discarded, disrespected, forgotten, or dismissed, things like that. And those things we need to reclaim and reintegrate back into the feminine energy. Um, Aquarius is pretty quiet, I think. I think the ruler Uranus is in Aries or Taurus. So, fairies, please clarify the obstacles the collective is facing right now. Mercury is direct. Everything's going on in Pisces. What are the obstacles we're facing? Please. I want to know if they're obstacles we put in the way or if they're obstacles that we have to. Okay, so it's the singer of intuition. What did I say with Pisces? This is clairaudience, music divination. Music divination. I never read it like that before. I have a comma between the two, so I had them as separate ideas. But now that I see this, it's music divination. Hearing downloads, hearing bursts of insight through music. Okay? Um, Illumination and insight, inward focus, high omens. Oh gosh, it's so tiny. Meta symbols. Meta symbols and oracles. See, I really feel like there's a blockage in that connection to source so that we can get those divine inspirations, those downloads, those snippets of intuition, those aha moments. I feel like there's an obstacle here. Either that or the collective is using their intuition, that higher vibration of themselves, in order to see past these obstacles, identify them, study them, understand where they came from and how to, get around them. Please clarify the High Priestess, fairies. Hidden powers of perception, reflection of ideas. So I'm not going to deny that this, because it is a collective reading, it could involve the politics and things that are going on in society right now. I'm not going to block that anymore because I was afraid of getting political. But we cannot deny that the things that are going on, right now affect everybody in different ways. And I would be insincere if I didn't sometimes address that. We will be getting into more personal ideas, but as an overall for the collective, I will be addressing things like that when they come up. So, fairies, please clarify the High Priestess for the collective. Perception and purpose in all the things. I heard not discounting the little insights you get. Like, I heard goosebumps, like sometimes when you get the shivers, your whole body gets them, but sometimes maybe goosebumps will come up on, one part of your cheek or one little area of your arm, or maybe you get a little tickle in your ankle or something. It's like those things for some reason. I mean, because it's, purpose in all the things. So I feel like that can play into your intuition, your perception. Don't discount those. Clarify the High Priestess. Okay, we've got Laskuna. Salvage treasure in the muck. Okay. Explore dreams, patterns, music again. It says be brave. Be brave and explore. Hmm. Hang on. I'm gonna try to put this to the light so I can see it better. I paused at 1513 for anyone looking for number sinks. Yeah, it says be brave and explore the inner and the outer, and that to be on the high priestess. Yeah, there's opportunity here, a collective, to do some very important inner work. And I know lots of people don't like to hear that anymore, but I think it's very important. Times are really in the balance right now. Some people feel very in despair about things, and I feel like a lot of people are going to be completely rethinking their mindsets and, the things that they thought were important or the things that they thought were true. But at this point, I think the collective is going to be keeping that private for a while they work that out. Um, so Laskana, when it says salvage and treasure in the muck, this feels like when this would come out for me before. I'm a big Star Wars nerd too, and they were showing me spoilers. If you haven't watched The Mandalorian, skip ahead a couple minutes. They were showing me the scene where the Razor Crest gets destroyed. And Din goes over to the wreckage and finds one thing survived, and it was the little silver ball that Grogu liked to play with. So that's what they're showing me, salvage and treasure in the muck. There's something that's going to be destroyed, or there's something that feels like it didn't work, it fell down, it's dirty somehow, it's not it didn't come together the way you wanted to. But go through it. there there's something to salvage in the destruction, okay? And that's falling on the high priestess with perception. I feel like the collective is going to be finding what can be salvaged from this situation that went completely wrong. But to do that, you have to, use your intuition. Because, okay, so this feels like it might be on a spiritual level. Something on a spiritual level in the collective is being. I mean, I don't have any Scorpio energy out here, or death or transformation or anything. So this might just be, um, what did you say? These might be concepts that are being looked at, like that no longer work. So you feel like you've got to go through it and figure out what you can salvage from that. She's one of the frog maidens, and she also gives me the energy of waiting to jump. So there's like waiting to make a decision on something, waiting to make this change. She's looking off into the distance. It's like she's anticipating or watching and just waiting to jump off her toadstool. I want to reiterate again, this said music. Did it? Dreams, water, oh, maybe not. Oh, no. Treasure in the muck. Explore dreams, waters, patterns. Oh, yeah, music. Again, with the listen to. I just feel like you're going to be finding like little snippets of inspiration in music lyrics. Or, okay, now I'm being shown somebody who creates music, and when you're in that creative state, you're more tapped into source, because that's where all that inspiration comes from for creativity. So when you're in the zone, making music, listening to music, performing, singing, contemplating, meditating with music, anything that affects the vibration or in the brain, you are more tapped into receiving into those little downloads, those little snippets of intuition. Okay, that actually helps you even see patterns. Because if one of my one of my big regrets is I am very musical. I can sing, but you can see I have tiny hands, so I can't really play an instrument, but I can sing and I can hear patterns in music. I'm a good mimic and I'm a good harmonizer. But I never learned to read music, so I do everything by ear. But I really feel like if I had been able to learn to read music and actually know the math involved in the fractions of, the tempos and everything, that would open up a huge way for me to connect to source. So I don't know why I had to be so long-winded about that. They really wanted me to say that. Um, there's something about being in music in your mind that will help you receive these intuitions. I'm sorry I was so long-winded, but that's how I had to describe it. Fairies, please clarify temperance, balance, miracles, combinate. This is alchemy. What is being alchemized for the collective, please? Balanced, and I heard reconstituted. New combinations. I heard it's like the scientific method, F around and find out. It's, I'm just going to add this and this and see what happens. That's kind of what it feels like. Please clarify this Sagittarius energy of alchemy with temperance for the collective. Oh, that's too many. My goodness, that's way too many. Please clarify temperance for the collective. Luscana is looking right at it too. You have to come out one at a time, please. Okay. Huh. The Gluminous Doom. Negative. Wait. Negativity makes things worse. Self-defeat, self-pity, the Eeyore energy. Wallowing. This is the, woe is me. This feels like the obstacle, not the intuition. I'm going to keep going, then we'll get some clarification on that. Fairies, why is this happening? Why is this happening for the collective? Got another singer of courage. This is a transmutation of fear, bravery, self-discipline. Oh, okay. I heard someone say, pull yourself together. There's this feeling of self-defeat. I ran across this kind of energy last year, I believe. There was good, and then negative, and then like good, and then negative. It felt like there was like dirt in the water. Like the water was flowing, but then there was a layer in between that was like poison, and then there was the water. It just ran through all the readings like that. Good, and then negative, and now good, and then negative. So I feel like the collective is really trying to get away from this horrible self-pitying feelings. Maybe it was after something that ended here, because Loskuna is reclaiming something after a storm. Singer of Courage on why is this happening. I feel like bravery, self-discipline. Yeah. It's because I heard because you guys have to grow. I heard because it can't stay like this. It's happening because you need to find your courage again. You need to get, oh, I hate that. You need to find your, well, I guess I could put it that way. You need to find your strength. Please clarify the Hermit. Facts, wisdom, truth. Now the Hermit goes within to gain a larger perspective, while the Virgo's opposite, Pisces, which is the Hanged Man, goes inward to gain inner perspective. Virgo goes inward to gain a higher perspective. Like I think of like an old man on a hill, with the lantern, because that's what he looks like, and he's like looking over the village below, looking over everything. It's higher to gain a bigger picture. So please clarify the Hermit fairies. What is this bigger picture? Facts, wisdom, lay it out. That's what I feel like. He goes up high to see the layout. So what's the layout here, fairies, for the collective? Wow, the Oakman. Okay. The interesting thing is, I was watching another reader earlier today, Awakening to Spirit with Cindy, and her whole series this last week has been about the Oakmen. To fall on the Hermit, Virgo energy, Earth energy. The Earth energy is very slow energy because it's the only energy in the zodiac that's actually tangible. You can hold it, you can feel it, you can spend it, you can give it, you can get it, you can use it, you can save it. It's a thing. But because it's now tangible, it's taken the longest to manifest. Okay, thoughts are the fastest. Then there's fire, which is action, and then there's cups, which is emotion. None of those things you can hold. None of those things you can touch. None of those things are tangible. So the earth energy is the only one that you can actually have. Okay? And it takes forever to, imagine, think about money. I'm thinking about it right now. That's how fast thought is. That's how fast air energy is. But to manifest that money, it could take me decades. That's earth energy. The Oakman here says depth, strength, see what's true, deep ancient wisdom, the elders, and consider carefully. That's what the collective is doing when they go into hermit energy. I also heard that's where your ancestors are speaking to you, and your guides, and the divine. They speak in the 5D where we dream. So the hermit underneath the high priestess, which is also Pisces energy, this I feel is the north node south node alignment that's happening right now. Virgo has the north, no, I'm sorry, Lilith. The Lilith placement right now, which is reincorporating discarded sacred feminine energy. And the Virgo going inward to consider this, and then that deep ancient wisdom. It's like with the Oakman here, this, I love this card. Oh, I hope you can see it there. That's good. You see his mouth is here, right? And you see what he looks like, but when the card is turned upside down, there is another face. Can you see it? There's another face, and the mouth is on top Oh, you can't really see it. Shoot. Ooh. The glare off of this is terrible. So look, there's a face here and then there's the mouth here, right? But you turn it around and there's a face here and the mouth is now the crown chakra of the other face. You see it? Here's the mouth there and the mouth there, and then you turn it around and it's there and there. So it's like, but both mouths are shut. And that's right under the high priestess, which doesn't say anything about what she's observing. Both of these mouths aren't speaking what they're thinking. Okay? It's a quiet, old energy. And I feel like the collective, at least in the 5 and the 4D, maybe not, in everyday life, but I feel like there's this background energy of just people mulling things over, but keeping it to themselves. There's lots of consideration that needs to be done here. I heard I can't speak my mind because the mouth that's on the crown chakra is shut. I can't speak my mind. I also heard speak slowly. Ah, isn't that what they said in Lord of the Rings? When the hobbits found the trees and they were talking too slow, and Treebeard was like, anything worth saying is worth saying slowly, or something like that. That's what I feel like he's saying. I also get a feeling like you can't control, like I said, with 5D energy, you can't control how slow or how fast these circumstances go. So just be observant along the way. Be open and receptive to intuition that divine is trying to send you in order to get through this cycle. Oh, I'm rusty. I had a week. I had a week or two, and I took some time off because I had some stuff I had to take care of, and then I kind of, caught a cold and everything. So now I feel rusty. Please clarify the star potential, dormant opportunity. What does this say? Oh, wishes now possible. Please clarify the star. Please be good. Hey, another singer. The singer of the chalice. Ooh, Ace of Cups. Is this love on the way? No. It's trust, patience, hope, miracles. Does it say creativity? And oh yeah, love. Look at that. Ace of Cups on the star potential. Ooh. Is someone rethinking something that went wrong in the past, but now is trying to salvage something? I feel very like I messed up kind of energy with this luminous doom here. This self defeat, negativity makes things worse. Yeah, and then on top of temperance, which is trying to alchemize a change for that. Okay, see how as we go, the messages shift and change. And I like that actually. It doesn't seem to me that it's inconsistent at all. It's like whoever is needing the message will get it, and as it changes, you get other layers that are on top of the topic that maybe we don't see right away or we don't take into account right away, things that are hidden from us, things that we don't anticipate, things that we never thought of. Because this was looking very, you know, very negative, and then all of a sudden, kablam, love, baby. This is all about that cup. Okay, so intuition, salvage. Yeah, there's something that you want to not fix, but scoop up and like keep safe, you know? And you're just waiting for the right alchemy, the right time to do it. Okay. So now we're going to bring it down again to the 3D. And we're going to start seeing where in everyday life this might be playing out. Okay. All right. Intuition on top of obstacles. Please clarify. What aren't we seeing? Some clairaudience in music. What should we be looking out for? What aren't we seeing? What's this obstacles that we need to look out for? Thank you. Oh, Three of Wands. Okay. This is waiting for, yeah, just waiting for your opportunities to come to you. Okay, that's the obstacle. We're in a period of waiting. Again, I feel this energy of while the wheel is turning, do your inner work. Okay? You're in a waiting period and you want to jump forward, but there's these intuitive obstacles that we're coming across that we just have to work through. Please clarify Laskuna on the High Priestess. Explore dreams, find patterns, salvage what you can, treasure in the dirt. Oh, see, what did I just say about the wheel turning? Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, this is divine timing. It feels like just we're in this weird we're in this weird time frame where it's just there's a lot of work being done in the divine. That's the only way I can describe it. It's like they're working overtime up there turning the gears, okay? And while that's going on, we are, running it through our minds. How can we change this? We really can't. The only thing we can do is hunker down, do our inner work. It's like when you were a kid and you can't play outside because it's stormy. So just do your homework while the storm passes, and then when the storm is done, your work is done, you can go play. It's like while this wheel is just kind of clunking along, find something constructive to do. I hate saying that. That's such a Gen X thing to say because that's what all our parents would tell us when we were bored. Find something to do. But it's true. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune. This is divine timing on this. So while this is turning, um, find what you can salvage that you can take with you in the new cycle. However, I mean, okay, now they're telling me find what you can salvage so that you can like replant it and grow something new. Because a lot of times I get the feeling when there's a new cycle coming that we're supposed to not bring any baggage with us from the old cycle. So this might be like um, something that can be useful in the next cycle. Please clarify this gloomy, woe is me energy on Sagittarius here. What are we up? The moon. Yeah, it's hidden. This is also rhythms and cycles. This is intuition. So we've got a lot of water out here, and we've got this one fire energy, and then earth, and the aces. Yeah, we've got a lot of water out here. I think Loskuna is one of like the moon's daughters or something. She's very intuitive, watery energy. So this is Cancer energy. Cancer is very nurturing, very intuitive. And when I describe the water signs, to me, this is how it works out. Cancer, being the youngest, is the closest to shore. It's the tide pools and the coastline and ports and, bays and things that are affected by the tides. things that have to really, like, everything about life in that area is affected by the ebb and flow of the waters, and that's how I feel their emotions are. Very close to the surface, but when the cycles come around, parts of them come alive, because like with the tide pools, it's my favorite analogy for Cancer is the tide pools, because it's all little crustaceans and crabs and stuff. When the emotional waters come in, all of those things come alive. And when the tides go out, it's like all of that life is suspended for the time being. All of it goes into hibernation. So it's very hermit energy again, pulling back. When the tide goes out, you pull back. So when the emotions go out, you go inward and just kind of process, you know, what happened in the last cycle. But like the moon is also hidden illusions. This was coming out a lot right after the solar eclipse, which is when the moon moves in front of the sun, which is the feminine eclipsing the ego. Okay. No, it doesn't have anything to do with gender. Please remember that. Okay. Energy is not boobs and wieners. So this feminine, receptive, intuitive energy moved in front of the ego of the sun and blocked it out for a little while so that we could see underneath of it and see everything that was kept in the light. It's the opposite of being kept in the dark. Either way, you can't see it. Either if it's in the dark or if it's in the light, these things you can't see. So when the moon moved in front of the sun and eclipsed that ego for a little while, we were able to see the emotions underneath. And being on top of the gloom and this doom here, this self-defeat, this might have been something that really broke hearts, some inner realization that really made you feel, woe is me. So can we please clarify the singer of courage on why is this happening? Bravery and self-discipline. That's why it's happening. Moral strength. Transmutation of fear. That's also linked to the moon. We're afraid of the things that we can't see in the night. So we have to take that and transmute that fear into courage. Seven of Wands. This is defensive energy. This is standing your ground. This is fighting your corner. But the Seven of Wands, I can never tell if the dude's coming in the door and like there's an obstacles in front of him, like he's being prevented from coming in and he's fighting to get in, or if he's trying to leave and they're trying to stop him. I can't figure out if it's coming or going. Either way, he's in defensive mode. The obstacles again. Yeah. There's an energy of having to be brave and self-disciplined because you got to defend your position, and that's under obstacles. Yeah. Okay. I feel like I don't know. Please clarify. Oh. Okay, I'll take it. I guess we're going this way, collective. There's a Five of Cups here. And this is some kind of love thing. I'm not tuned to that. So it's going to take me a minute to get into that energy. The way I see this is this Five of Cups is they hit their knees and they're in regret because these three cups are spilled, right? And the Two of Cups is behind them. But the way they're kneeling is they're facing this Ace of Cups. So one of the things I'm getting here is even after this loss, you're still gonna have what you had before. Like, because the way I see this is he's lamenting the loss of the Three of Cups. But what's the Three of Cups? It's like a what is the Three of Cups? It's like the squad or friends or comrades or something like that. So there was a loss with that. But the Two of Cups, which is love, is behind him, staring at the Ace of Cups. We're right back to Three Cups. So it's like he's lamenting something that's just going to come back around. If he would just get off his knees and look up at the Ace of Cups, there's an offer coming in that's going to replace what you lost. Excuse me. But it's on top of the Oakman, which on top of Virgo, again, double Earth energy. So I heard part of the collective is stuck in this lament energy, lamenting. That's why it's taking so long to get to the Ace of Cups. That's why it's taking so long to alchemize this new Ace of Cups, because you're stuck in lamenting. Another portion of the collective is experiencing. Ooh, I'm stuttering a lot lately. No, that makes sense. I was just having a discussion with some other astrologers about Mercury retrograde, and we noticed, but comparing other people, that if you were those of us who are born with Mercury already retrograde in our charts, feel like when retrograde is happening for everybody else, it's direct for us. So now that Mercury has gone direct, those of us with Mercury retrograde in our charts are back in retrograde. So that's when the stuttering comes back. Oh, some in the collective are actually like, Grandma, what do I do? Grandpa, what do I do? Grandma, Grandpa, what do I do? And it's about this love that they think they lost. But it's you just open your eyes. They're saying you got to open your eyes. Look up. Because with this Ace of Cups and the Two of Cups that's still behind you, you're right back to the Three of Cups, which to me feels like whatever was lost in this past relationship, it was the friendship part of the relationship, right? Because you still have love there, but it was something about the friendship part, the easiness, the um the purity, the innocence, the ease of it was lost. But there's an Ace of Cups coming that's going to return all that to you. Not maybe with the same person. I mean, I don't see anything that, well, with the moon maybe about the past. But this could be something new. And what's being salvaged is the part of yourself that's actually going to be able to receive this, like accept it. Like you got to heal that part of yourself that was hurt in order to receive this new Ace of Cups that's going to return you to a relationship that is both love and friendship. So let's clarify the Ace of Cups, please. On the star, this potential. See, wishes now possible. Bam, Ace of Cups. If you just get up and look. Please clarify. Oh, there's a lot trying to talk. Clarify the singer of the chalice, please. Trust, patience, hope, love, and miracles. Oh, jeez. No. Oh, magician drop. That's manifesting. Please clarify the Ace of Cups. Oh, no. Oh, the devil and the fool. What the heck's happening here? Hold on one second. Some of these are like really messed up here all of a sudden. I heard there's things thrown in your way to it's not a distraction, it's like little things thrown side quests. Little things thrown in your way to slow you down. How I'm not getting that it's negative. I'm getting like maybe some of you are a little bit ahead in your timeline, but what you're going towards isn't ready yet. So spirit's like throwing little smoke bombs in your way so that you can kind of like little speed bumps, right? And it's annoying and you think like, why are you doing this to me? It's like, well, you're a little bit ahead, so you need to slow down a little bit. Please clarify. The Ace of Cups on the star. Ace of Cups, Aquarius energy. Thank you. Yeah, the devil. So for some in the collective, this is something you can't let go. Something you feel like has you tethered. Because it's a lesson you have to cycle back and learn it. This is Capricorn energy. Capricorn's ruled by Saturn. Saturn represents death and the harvester, the taskmaster, the teacher. He has a scythe because he cuts away what is already grown. But the devil energy means that you can't let go of what's already done. In the Rider-Waite, it's the lovers in chains, and the lovers is always a choice. So being a pure in love or being toxic in love is a choice. So that's a tough one. It just came out. I had to say it. Also, there's something like with this being under the moon, being hidden. In this devil card, he has a helmet on that comes down over his eyes. He can't even see the fire that he's in. So I feel like there's something about this that is still hidden from you. So that makes me feel like some in the collective are stuck in a cycle that they haven't learned the lesson from. Now, the lovers in chains in the devil card, they can release themselves at any time. The chains are not on there tight. But it's something that you're bound to, that maybe releasing yourself from will bring consequences that you're not ready for. You're not ready to face those consequences, you know? It's like, but it's a choice. Even though if you say, if I do this, or if you say something like, I can't make that choice right now because if I do that, then this suffers. Okay, but that's a choice. It's a hard choice. Sometimes there's no good options. You still have to make a choice. And a lot of times people choose to remain in those chains because taking them off would hurt something else. That's a choice, you know? So we're going to go one more layer and we're going to get a little extra clarification on this. Please clarify the Three of Wands on the Singer of Intuition. Three of Wands, waiting for my ships to come in. I heard that song from Scrubs. Well, I'm sure it's not from Scrubs, but the first time I heard it, it was on Scrubs. And it was waiting for my real life to begin. That's what it feels like. Waiting for my real life to begin. Please clarify the Three of Wands. for the collective. Oh, that's the intuition. Like, some in the collective are getting the intuitive hits that there is a different life you're supposed to be living. Maybe with somebody else. Like, just, oh, I hate to put it that way because that sounds so treacherous. Please clarify. Okay. The Hanged Man, yeah. But not yet, I heard. That's because of the Wheel of Fortune. So I feel like prepare for this. You're going to have a choice, and a lot of people are going to choose to not do it. Please clarify the Wheel of Fortune. This is going inward again to gain inner perspective. Trying to tap into that. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Ancestors, what do I do? Grandma, what do I do? God, what do I do? Spirit guide, what do I do? Please clarify the Wheel of Fortune. 10 of Cups. I heard let it happen. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? I heard, oh, it's hard to describe. It's like a kid who's having a temper tantrum because supper's not done right away. And they're like, I want it, I want it, I want it, I want it. And the mother comes in like, here. All you had to do was wait 5 more minutes. You know? So it's like, hangman, woe is me, something's hidden, I feel trapped, I have regret. And Spirit is saying, just read a book or something, because it's coming. This, here, damn, 10 of Cups. Keep bitching about it, right there. All you had to do was hang on a minute. But to us, to Spirit, hanging on a minute, for us down here could be 6 months, 3 years, 10 years, whatever. So we're very, we can get very impatient. I'm a Libra. I am very impatient. It takes me forever to try to want something. And once it could take me months or years to figure out what I want. And I'm like, by that time, you should have had this coming already. That's what I think. Please clarify the moon. Please clarify the moon. Oh, thank you. Yeah, 9 of Pentacles. Just chill out. This is a feeling of preparation to me. 9 of Pentacles. This is the little Empress. I heard get your shit together. I heard get all your ducks in a row so that when it comes around, you're ready. You're so defensive about it, and you're lamenting this, but you're not even ready. Yeah. You can't even see it because you're not. See, the 9 of Pentacles is, what did I say? The little Empress, she's getting her ducks in a row. She's got her nice clothes, she's got her nice garden, she can provide for herself. Everything's good. It's not the 10, but she's almost there. They're telling me to tell you to get almost there already. Oh, see? And those obstacles. I heard you are your own obstacles. Oh, because last time they told me the wheel only spins as fast as you are ready for it to spin. Right? So if you're lamenting that things are going slow, it's because you're not ready for the wheel to turn fast enough. It can only spin as fast as you are ready for it to spin. Does that make sense? Yeah. I hope I explained that right. If you get through all your lessons and you clear that path in front of you, the wheel will spin. But if you're stuck in your lessons and this devil energy and this thing that you can't free yourself from, this regret and defensiveness, if you stick in that, what did I do, self-pity, and not listen to the intuition, then you are actually putting a boot on that wheel. Okay. So, yeah. Please clarify the Seven of Swords, the defensive energy. Knight of Swords. See? The energy is getting faster. I heard don't let it pass you by. I heard while you're fighting yourself about it, this Knight of Swords could go right on by, and then you really be in the Five of Cups because you let it go after it took so freaking long with the Oakman on the Hermit. After it took so long to get here, you're still either praying for it or lamenting that something didn't work out, and here comes the Knight of Swords going right past you. So please clarify the Five of Cups on the Oakman. This regret that's taking so long. Please clarify the Five of Cups. Please clarify the Five of Cups. Oh, the Knight of Swords also wants to come in for I heard a long overdue conversation. Let's talk about it. Please clarify the Five of Cups. What is the regret here after all this time? That's too many. Knight of Pentacles is there. That slow-ass Knight of Pentacles. Please clarify the Five of Cups. Ooh, somebody doesn't want to say something. Alright, I'm not ready to talk about it. Okay, thank you. The Empress. So some in the collective are still that's because you got the Nine of Pentacles here, which is the little Empress. I feel like some in the collective are still trying to manifest some kind of abundance for themselves, especially after this Los Gunas saying, reclaim some things from the muck, from the dirt, from the grime, from whatever's dirty. And yeah, so it feels like there's preparations on the 3D about like just stabilizing things. But also, this could be something coming to fruition that's already in the process, and you're just waiting for it. Also, I hear for some in the collective, there is some regret about letting go of an Empress. And again, this is not a male or a female. This is divine feminine energy. So if it's the Empress energy of a masculine, it could be a masculine who's very nurturing, very intuitive, very thoughtful. That's all receptive energy. That's like feminine energy. But it could be a masculine. So it feels like there's regret over this Empress. Empress is Venus, so that's Taurus and Libra energy. Devil is Capricorn. Please clarify the Devil. Seven of Cups. Oh. I heard I was deceived. I thought there were different options. So with this is the Seven of Cups, meaning this is the options card. This is somebody who's looking up at all these cups that have all these different possibilities. And again, this is emotional, so this could be relationship wise. This could be love. It's definitely emotional. Now remember, the Seven of Cups comes after the Six of Cups, which is a nostalgia for a condition that was before life had a chance to ruin it. It was equitable. It was sweet. It was innocent. It was before it was mucked up. And if you remember with Laskuna, it's salvaging a treasure from the muck. Now, coming after the Five of Cups, this is regretting. This is regret about something from the past that was good before life had to ruin it. It was let go of. Now, the Seven of Cups is what happened after that. It's the reason that they moved on from the Six of Cups is because there were other options. There were other things to think about. There were other possibilities. There was other paths. There was other choices. Now, the problem with the Seven of Cups is any of those cups could be empty or it could have something negative. It could have something positive. Whatever it was, there was another choice. So, and being on top of the devil, it's like somebody is still kind of tethered to that idea of that past condition, that past situation. What else do we want on this? I feel like they want me to do the love quotes because now there's no communication between these two. I don't see any communication between these two sides. This is just some in the collective that are stuck in this while the wheel is turning. However, I'm getting the message that it's coming back around because that Three of Wands waiting, the Wheel of Fortune, the Moon, you don't see it coming, the Star, which is wishes are now possible, and then with Temperance, the Alchemist, it's like they're alchemizing this possibility of it coming back around. But do your inner work, otherwise you're still going to be in this state of regret, and you're going to be closed off to that Knight of Swords when it comes through real fast, right? Right now, some in the collective are in devil energy, which is bondage, to this idea of the other options. Okay, so I'm gonna get the love quotes. Oh boy, and see. Maybe we can get some insight from both sides. I guess drop as many as you want. Or do you want me to split them? Do you want me to split them? Okay, I'll split them. All right, we'll get 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, we'll get 6. 6. Okay. So first off, we have. Okay. This is again, like I said, I'm a Star Wars nerd, so I got a quote here from Rey from The Last Jedi when she says, "Something inside me has always been there. Now it's awake and I'm afraid." Um, then we have, "I want to be with you now, forever, and always." Then we have, "Love is all that I need, and I found it there in your..." Oh, what is that? That's from a song, isn't it? "Love is all that I need, and I found it there in your arms." I feel like that's from a song. I just can't put my finger on it. We also have, oh, here is a song, "Someone You Loved" by Louis Capaldi. "I was getting kind of used to being someone you loved." Oh, that's from the Six of Cups person. "Your love burns me, and I am remade with every look." And then the last one is, "This love has humbled me." That's that Five of Cups because he's on his knees. Like humbled, exactly. Humbled. Look. Humbled on his knees. "Your love has humbled me." Okay, you guys? So, in summary, and I hope this resonated with someone. I hope this was helpful. I hope it made sense. I am rusty from having some time off. If it resonated and you would like to help keep the channel going, I do have donation information in the description. I would be very grateful for anything that landed there. So in summary, we're being told to do your inner work because the wheel is turning in order to bring options back. Even if it's not with the same person, it's going to be something from the past that was pure and loving that maybe you discounted or could not choose at the time because we did have the Seven of Cups. Um, but to not be so bogged down in self defeat that you don't see the opportunity coming back. Okay? Thanks, Collective. I will be back tomorrow because I'm going to look at what's going on in the zodiac. Maybe we'll do a happy birthday Taurus reading. Um, and so thank you for sticking with me, and I will see you again later. Thanks. Bye.